The first early issues of Heavy Metal, same way. The Word and Creepy magazine, the Eerie and Creepy magazines, same way. Early EC books, same thing. Great stuff out there, just waiting to be discovered.
There's another product that's been, you know, that's been abused, right? Heavy Metal.
Oh yeah. Right? Oh yeah.
You know, it had such a fun run. I mean, like one of the earliest mature comics was Heavy Metal for me as a kid. Like I must have been about 15, 16 when I first.
One of the greatest mass market comics in America, because it was growing up the genre. It was showing people that comics could really be adult. It took them out of the under. It was literally the mass market of the underground era, because it took all of these phenomenal European and some American guys too. Corbin was in there, and Vaughn Baudet was in there at the start. All sorts of beautiful, great work, wide variety of stuff, and adult, not for kids, but put out there on display for people to just have their mind blown over.
Yeah, I mean, it's anything a activist touches gets destroyed, it seems. You know, it's like anybody with a so-called woke mindset or, you know, socialist mindset touches gets destroyed.
Well, and you can have those mindsets. It's just that it's the talent that matters. Because you can have the most progressive opinion and the most, you know, I love reading alternate viewpoints. Yeah. It's just got to be done entertainingly enough to keep my attention, for me to if I can lose myself in it. That's how you're going to look at, and again, we go back to Twilight Zone and Roddenberry and all of these great masters who knew how to tell a story, make a point, but tell a story that's entertaining so that people will remember it. That's how you remember it. It's like giving a dog a pill. You disguise it in a lump of meat that he loves. That's what you need to do when you do entertainment. That meat is what we have to have, and you give us that pill if it's wrapped in enough meat, because we won't. We'll get it. We won't even notice it. Yeah. And that's,
but they don't want to do that. They don't want to make the effort of actually being softly with it. They just want to go, here it is. Yep. Force it down your throat, and if you don't like it, they go, it's your fault you don't like it.
Yep. Let me jump on a soapbox and call you an idiot, and see if I make money off you. There you go. Yeah.
And of course they haven't. You know, it's and it's shuttered and it's stunted. I feel, you know, it's same thing that happened with DC with Vertigo imprint. Exactly the same thing. You know, they got somebody in there and it just destroyed that whole imprint, and that was the lifeblood of mature readers for so many years. I mean, like John Constantine, you know, Sandman, what was the other one?
Patrol, Animal Man.
Preacher.
The list is endless. And then slowly but surely they started decaying into that wokeness. And then when they tried to come back as a last gasp, all of those products were just ridiculous, just terrible. Yeah. And it's not because of what they were saying, it was how they were saying it that made it. The talentless, they're just a bunch of talentless hacks that were working on that. And they ought to be ashamed of themselves for printing it in the first place. In my opinion. Yeah.
It's like, I mean, like, I think of like Shelley Bond and, gosh, now I've forgotten the first, Karen Berger, right? Spending decades building that imprint up as the editors, you know, and like working with all those amazing names that we love, like the legends of that imprint.
You go watch an interview with Pat Mills, who did 2000 AD, and you'll see where Karen Berger found all that talent. Pat Mills found all that talent.